Hello from a rather chilly and cloudy Speyside. To be honest, it's kind of the norm around here. The weather's usually not that great, but I thought I'd make a wee video show you that even if the sun's not shining, Speyside is still an incredibly beautiful place to visit. I mean, just look at Ben Rinnes behind me. How majestic does that look with the snow on it today? It's absolutely incredible. So I thought I'd show you a few of the sights, take you around a few of the best views, show you that Speyside really should be on your bucket list as a place to visit. So we're looking out over the Spey Valley here, fastest flowing river in Scotland, the Spey, and really famous for its fishing, salmon, trout. You can go kayaking down it if the weather's right, maybe not today, I'll be honest, I wish I wore a jacket. It's bloody Baltic out here. Trying to think of the perfect whisky for a day like today, quite cold, quite chilly. It's got to be from Speyside, it's got to keep up with the style of the video. Thinking something sherried, thinking something maybe cask strength, maybe something like a wee Ben Romich batch 1. Big character, full of flavour, a wee bit peated, but nothing like your Lafroigs, your Lagavulins, nothing medicinal. It's more almost musty, like an old book that you'd get from a second-hand shop. It's incredible stuff. That's got me thinking what my favourite Speyside whisky actually is, and I'm going to go for something perhaps a wee bit unexpected. I'm going to go for the Glenkeith Distillers Edition. It's quite reasonably priced. You usually find it in the supermarkets for about 20 quid, but it's lovely and balanced. It's got that Speyside fruitiness, apples and pears coming through. It's got toffee sweetness. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. It's something that I've always got a bottle of back home. That's not to say there aren't some other incredible whiskies from Speyside. Like, I've got to mention Aberlour, that's where I'm from, I've got to shout them out. Spey Tenny, that's really unusual. It's matured in port casks. You wouldn't even notice it was alcoholic. It's like drinking Ribena, it's unbelievable. Glenlivet 15, the French oak, apple crumble, buttery, cinnamon apples coming through. So a lot of lovely whiskies made in Speyside. So behind me is Aberlour, just a wee place, 900,000 people, but world renowned not just for its whisky, but also for its Walker's shortbread, which is one of, if not the best selling shortbread brands in the world. My dad used to say when he worked in Saudi Arabia, he'd see Walker's shortbread in the airport in Al Jubail, so wide reaching brand and awfully tasty as well. There's something a wee bit unusual about Aberlour Church down there, and that's that there's no clock face on the church that points over to this side of the river. And apparently that's because when the church was being built, people on this side of the river just refused to pay for a clock face, so we didn't give them one, you see. You don't get anything for nothing around here. So the field behind me and quite a lot of the surrounding land is actually owned by Macallan. It's part of the Macallan estate. So 2% of Macallan's barley requirements every year is actually grown on their land. And expressions like the estate use only barley grown on their land. So we're about to cross the Victoria Bridge, or as it's better known around here, the Penny Bridge. We used to cost a toll of 1p to cross. Now, it was finished in 1901 and it replaced quite a treacherous ferry service. As I said before, the Spey is a fast flowing river. The money to build the bridge was actually left in the will of James Fleming, the founder of Aberlour Distillery. Speaking of James Fleming, he was actually buried in the cemetery just behind me here, no more than 50 metres from his bridge and his distillery just up the river. Moving from the Penny Bridge to something way, way older, this is the Packhorse Bridge behind me here. So long before Aberlour was founded in 1812, there was a settlement called Scardustin which used to sit somewhere around these parts. The Packhorse Bridge, it connected Scardustin to the kirk or church, which was somewhere over there. So Scardustin, the church, they're long gone, but the Packhorse Bridge, it still remains, and if I'm honest, it's probably going to outlast Aberlour as well. Running under the Packhorse Bridge is the Lower Burn, which supplies the water for Aberlour Distillery just across the road. You can really smell the fermentation process as you walk past the distillery today. I used to hate the smell as a child. I used to think it stank out the town, but I love it these days. So these are the Lynn Falls. Excellent place to come in summer. Huge pool that you can swim in down below there. Cracking spot. So hopefully I've inspired a few of you to visit Speyside. If you're into your whisky, fishing, hiking, golf, it really is the place to come. And hope you enjoyed the video as well. Give it a like, subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you in the next one.